Hotel Echo Lima, Lima Oscar. Good evening from London, England, from your guy, from your host yourself, from your host himself, the one and only and truly, your guy, DLG repping, otherwise short for Dele London Guna. Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Papa, Indigo, November. And yet again, welcome to another match review of the Europa League tie at the Emirates, involving Arsenal 3, Bodø Glimts 0. Otherwise, can I say good morning to you guys, whether you are watching in Hong Kong, watching in Brazil, watching in Australia, watching in New Zealand, watching in Kuwait, whether you're watching in Somalia, watching in Singapore, watching in Austria, you could be watching in Niger, watching in Belgium, whether you're watching in Democratic Republic of Congo, or are you watching in St. Vincent and Kitts? Are you watching in Bahamas? Are you watching in Jamaica? Are you watching in Nigeria? Let me know. Good afternoon to you guys, whether you are enjoying your day off work, whether you're taking your children, your niece and your nephew out on a trip, whether you are at home watching TV, or allow me to say good night and rest well to all those football and Arsenal fans around the world. Anyway, it finished Arsenal 3, Bodø Glimts 0. Satisfying scoreline. First half performance was slick, vintage, professional job done in a sense. However, we needed to be a lot more ruthless in front of goal. That is my only issue, but well controlled and dictated in the first half. Second half, we didn't play at our levels at all. I thought we dropped down in 2 gears. We allowed the Bodø Glimts to get into the game with some balls, with ball possession, and a couple of shots on target they had. But nevertheless, we were never really rattled. So comfortable scoreline, but performance overall, especially in the second half, could improve. However, we've got the job done with a second team, and it was a professional job, well worked, job done, and we move on to Liverpool, which is tomorrow. Before I get into the player ratings, management, the ref, and the supporters, once again, smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? Do that in abundance. I do apologise. I thought I can hear talking from my neighbours or someone listening in. Anyway, don't matter. Smash the thumbs up like buttons for me. Show me the appreciation and love. Make sure you share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? If you're watching me for the first time, welcome on board to my channel. Just show the love and share this channel amongst your friends and your relatives abundantly, and tell them to share it abundantly amongst their friends and relatives. If you want to get back to me on the game on Thursday night at the Emirates, your thoughts on the performance, player, the most outstanding player in the red and white shirt, etc., drop it in the chat. And on top of that, yeah, remember, smash the subscribe button for me, left, right, and center. I'm going for 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, beginning of the new year. So get subscribing, yeah? Just like Collins Mongomba has done, yeah? And Mr. Collins Mongomba, I hope you can get your lovely friends and your relatives to subscribe to the channel, yeah? Remember, if you subscribe, I will shout you out, yeah? So show the love there. Smash that sub button left, right, and center gloriously but passionately. Thank you so much. So, yes, another victory again. That's about 9 wins in 10 in all competition. We're going well at the moment. It's our first clean sheet at the Emirates, albeit not in the Premier League as yet, but that will come in time. I thought Holding had a good game at the back. I thought Gabriel was steady. Fabio Vieira, what a night he had. A goal and an assist. Like I said, the first half, yeah, we were in total control. Passed the ball about, bossed it all over the pitch. And in the second half, we dropped off a bit and looked a bit still. Well, we looked still quite a lot of that second half. However, I got no complaints about the scoreline. But overall, the performances, apart from the second half, weren't the best of performances, but we got the job done in the end. As soon as Jesus came on, he made a massive difference. I mean, you just have to look at the third goal and what he did to get the assist. He had to beat two players on the touchline to give Fabio Vieira that perfect assist. And Fabio Vieira is not missing from there. And that's his second goal in English football. I mean, we know what his first goal was like in the Premier League away to Brentford. I'd love to see another scorcher like that in the Emirates, in the Premier League as well. At the Emirates, within the Premier League, should I say. Other than that, I've got no complaints. It's 2 wins out of 2 in Europa League, 9 wins out of 10 in all competitions, and I'm satisfied for the time being. We've still got another 30-odd Premier League games to go. We've got a long way in Europa League, and it'll be nice to win a European trophy for the first time in pushing 30 years. Yeah, 1994, I remember it. Alan Smith, smudger, with a scorcher of his own that day against Parma, and you never forget who you never. Some of you viewers who are watching this channel will remember Brolin, Tino Asprilla, Sensini. These are big household names back then, and we were up against that. We were up against the quality, and we pulled off a magnificent. We pulled off a 1-0 win against the odds. However, that was then. This is now. Liverpool tomorrow, but I've done that preview. Now I'm going to do a review of Bodø Glimts. So let me get my tablet. Whoops. Let's get out of YouTube. If it will allow me to get out of YouTube, any there. And let's get to SofaScore because I want to look at the team that did a job against Bodø Glimts, and we played a 4-3 formation. So I'm going to be going through the player ratings right now. But before I do that, I just need to. Oh, hello. It's going to let me through. Was it stalling? Just bear with me. In fact, I'll start while this is loading. Right. Matt Turner in goal. First game at the Emirates, keeps a clean sheet. He made a decent, a very good save in the first half. Was it in the first? No, in the second half to deny Bodø Glimt scoring at the Emirates. Other than that, he wasn't really tested as much. They had one save to make, and his catching is nice to see. Well, we don't know how good his catching is because we haven't seen him on a consistent basis. But for me, he looked reassuring in goal, and the defence robbed off. They what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, they found the confidence in him because he was so much in control of the area. But for me, I'll give him a standard 7. Takahiro Tomiyasu, as usual, brilliantly solid in defence. Got forward when he can. I would like to see him whip a crossing as much as he could, but defensively, we know how solid he is. And for me, he epitomises exactly what's good about the Arsenal defence. He's one of the key defenders that we have, and yeah, I'll give him a 7. Rob Holding, he had a very good game. I mean, I'm going to give him an 8. Got his goal, composed on the ball, very dominant in the air, won every header in the air. So that's part of his agility, and that's one of his main strengths. And didn't really have much problems from Bodø Glimts' attacking players. So I'll give him an 8. Gabriel dos Santos Magalhães, steady at the back. He needed this game a lot more than Saliba, and like I said, if he can hold his concentration levels to a maximum, then he'll do well in the Liverpool game. However, I would give him a 7. He didn't have much to do, but other than that, when called upon, when called upon in terms of the ball at his feet, yeah, he wasn't so sloppy. And I thought he made some good couple of forward passes, especially to Tierney or Martinelli down the left. So yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. Tierney, he was replaced, I think, in the second half, and yeah, he looked the Tierney of last season. Super outstanding going forward. Unlucky not to get a goal himself, where he's hit the post and Eddie Nketiah has tapped it into an empty net. Other than that, he was solid, brilliantly solid when called upon defensively, and did the best he could. And I think he did more than the best he could. Yeah, every time he was up against this Bodø winger, he matched him for speed, got goal side of him, and yeah, I would say a solid 7. Now in the midfield area, Albert Mboyo Sambi Lokonga. Yeah, good ball playing midfield player. I don't know about number 6. Maybe he will learn that in training. But yeah, I don't think he had too much problems. I think he was allowed the room and time to make that forward pass. And to his credit, he found the red and white shirt every time he passed the ball forward. So that was his evening sorted in an easy way. I'm giving him a 7. Granit Xhaka, despite the yellow card, I will say this. Yeah, brilliant as per usual. He's had a magnificent campaign, and he's continued his fine, splendid form in terms of the way that he's performing, getting back to help out his defence, and of course, yeah, knowing when to release a forward pass, and he's improved on that a lot. And I think the free roll that he's got is helped him to find space and release a forward pass as best he can. 7. Fabio Vieira, 8.5. My man of the match. Fine first goal at the Emirates. Got an assist for himself to tee up for Holding, and very silky with the ball. And I do like the way he drifts. I do like the way he drifts with the ball, and very comfortable with the ball, and always looking for a forward pass. And he was definitely a huge part of our attacking display, especially in the first half. My man of the match, 8.5 for Fabio Vieira. Right, the wingers. Marquinhos, he was taken off during the second half. The first half, he looked shaky, to be honest. Gave the ball away on more than 2 occasions, but he did track back and help out Tomiyasu as best he can, and yeah, he linked up well with Tomiyasu at the best of times as well. So all in all, he had a bit, and I'll say an average game. I'm going to give him a 6. Gabriel Martinelli, he was also taken off. I didn't see much of him in that first half, but again, I think the job was just about done. But every time he got onto the ball, he was a threat. And obviously, Bodø acknowledged that, and they tried to keep him as quiet as best they can. But for me, I'm going to give him a 6. Edward Nketiah, I would say a solid 7. Worked hard, tirelessly, in terms of pressing the ball against any defender that has the ball at his feet. Maybe he tried a little bit too hard. However, he got his goal, but he had I think he had a couple of other efforts on goal, but again, he lacks that ruthlessness in front of goal. However, He's got a goal. That's part of his job. 7. Now let's go to the substitutions. The 5 subs that came on. Who came on the earliest? Oh, Greenwich. Oh, Martin Odegaard. He had half an hour to make an impact as such, and I don't think he made that much of an impact. Basically, it was just more or less a runabout for him. However, he did link up well with Jesus, who came on, and Saka, I believe. I mean, I'll just about give him a 6. Bukayo Saka came on from Marquinhos. Again, didn't really have much to do. I think he came on and changed the rhythm of the game, because there was at some point Bodø Glimts had the better of the second half, and they did, to the point where Saka and Martin Odegaard came on and linked up, and Arsenal played with a little bit more speed. They passed the ball with a little bit more speed, should I say. I'll give him a 6 for cameo appearance. Gabriel Jesus, 7. My word, he came on and he made a bigger impact. You could see the presence was there, especially when he was asked to play on the left, and he beats one defender, if not the second defender on the bar line, and he finds Vieira with a simple finish into the roof of the net. For me, what an impact he made. I'm giving him a 7. Benjamin White, who came on for Tierney. For me, he's been absolutely superb, solid defensively, and effective going forward. Well, he came on in the 70th minute. Didn't have any defenders to do as such, not as I can remember. Just came on, steadied the ship, and that was all he could have done. Standard 6. Rhys Nelson, he had 8 minutes, who came on the 82nd minute for Edward Nketiah. For me, he was lively, and he wanted to make an impression, and he did to a degree. Took on a right back, ran at him directly, and I think he goes past him and was looking for a shot. Maybe his decision making comes into question. However, I can't blame him for effort, so I'm going to give him a 6.5. Right, so that's the players all rated up. Let's go for the manager, Mikel Arteta. First half, he would have been pleased with. Second half, to his credit, he brought on Saka, Martin Odegaard, and Jesus, and you could see in that second half how our passing changed quickly, and we had more presence in attacking, well, in pressing the ball, in terms of Odegaard and Jesus especially, and you could see Arsenal were playing at a speed that he was comfortable with. Other than that, didn't have to change too much. Didn't have to change the formation. The formation worked. A treat. Kept a clean sheet. Defensively sound. So I'm going to give him an 8. The referee, well, looking at this game, only Granit Xhaka was booked out, and their right back was booked. Oh, and their left back as well. He allowed the game to flow. There was not many nasty challenges as such, and he only blowed for obvious fouls that were committed. So I'm going to give him I'll give him a 7. The Arsenal fans, I'm going to give an 8. Not as vocal as they have been of recently. However, I think against Liverpool, we expect the atmosphere to be a lot better, a lot more livelier for me. I would praise the Arsenal fans at all times as much as I can, and hopefully many more 10s. I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. So that's all the ratings done. I think we come to the end of this review. So ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, allow me to say thank you for listening, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and saving the best to last, as I always do. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I'm going to be back tomorrow, definitely. I'll be at the Emirates, and I'll do an arrival content for you guys, as well as the team lineups an hour before kickoff. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, all that I need to say to you is take care of yourselves. Well, take care of your friends, take care of your families, and do take care of yourselves. As I was meant to say, save to last. That's always important. Peace, love, always bless again. And just like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's keep this channel growing. For me, I always say this. As DLG repping, we're going to talk again, yeah? I'll be talking again. And just remember, please always be nice.